this morning, ladies and gentlemen. No, I did, honestly, because what I did this morning is, I went upstairs and I cleaned out my attic, right? And I came across this thing, which I put on for you here tonight. This is my old Apple Macintosh. They're old-fashioned, aren't they? They're obsolete, yeah? That's why I upgraded it to an iMac. And then I had Windows installed. Come on! So, there was this German guy, right? And he said to me one day, he said, you know, Roger, in Germany, there's a city called Warn, but only the people who live there know that it exists. I guess it takes Warn to know Warn. Okay. I really shouldn't have started the act with all them jokes, really, in hindsight. You're in for a really long 15 minutes, guys. So, I've got a friend, right? Who always wanted to live on the periodic table. When he finally moved in, he was in his element. He said, I know everything there is to know about every American state. I said, Texas. He said, I will do, and I can get a bloody signal on my phone. Look, it's just going to be me doing awful puns for about 15 minutes. Come on, everyone, brace yourself. Okay, right. Oh, God. I've got this song stuck in my head. Do you know what that song is, right? Do you know what it is? It's the Ghostbusters music. There's an invisible man sleeping in your bed. Who are you going to call? What a fucking mental hospital I'd have thought. Me, I'm afraid of no ghost. Because it sounds a bit like ghost. They do get better, wait for it. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away in the jungle, the mighty jungle. Will you be quiet? I was trying to sleep. Okay, right. Some of these are quite good, wait for them. Last pop song reference for a while. Feed the world. I love that pop song. I love it so much, right? I brought a copy of it with me, which I took a can of Irish Stout on. That's my Guinness World Record. You were ahead on that one, weren't you there, Matt? Get ready to look at me in silence, man, and they're going to get a lot fucking worse, all right? For instance, right, did you know this one, right? Did you know that Hollywood director Quentin Tarantino is Jarvis Cocker's uncle? No, he's not really, that was just a bit of Pulp Fiction. No, your 90s pop music there, well done. So, I did an interview, right? I did an interview with 26 letters of the alphabet, and it turns out the F hasn't turned to fundamentalist Islam yet, but the G has! Okay, right, here we go. See that there, right? See that? I just got my cock out. Okay, right, you didn't like the simple ones, you'll like this one. Here we go. That's Osama bin Laden. I spent 15 minutes making this, thanks for laughing. So, did you hear about the Mayor of Weston? Do you know what happened to the Mayor of Weston? He got covered in toxic waste and then developed superpowers. Weston Superman. It's a seaside town, yeah, it's like real, but I'm going to do another one for you now. Before I do, oh look at that, I turned over a new leaf. Oh, didn't know I like that gag? Okay. You might like this gag then. I just got my cock out. I already did that one. E equals MC squared. There's another one for this, wait for it. E equals MC squared. It cannot be created or destroyed, only change from one form into another. Don't be such a clever dick. Right, let's do one. Let's do it to very clever. Yeah, never mind. If you don't get a joke, doesn't matter. Another one straight away. That's the idea. It's sledgehammer, right? So, let's do a joke, right? Let's do a joke. This is a really elaborate prop I've gone to a lot of trouble to build for the worst pun ever, okay? Get ready for this. This one here, right, is called Tinkerbell in a blender, okay? Don't look at me like that. She's not bloody real, is she? Tinkerbell in a blender, okay? There might be someone over there trying to work it out, going, where can he be going? What possible joke could he get? Very liquid, simple as that. $14.99 on eBay, what a waste of fucking money. So, I've got a friend, right, really, I've got a friend, he got locked in a coffee crate overnight. Now he'll only go in Starbucks, he won't go in there, right, because he's claustrophobic. Try on your 90s pop music again, here we go. Did you know that Sinead O'Connor has just started her own dyslexic comparison website for Irish rock bands? Because nothing compares you to you. They're not, you like your 90s pop music, you're going to like a lot of these guys. They're not all going to be pop music references. I just got my cocker out. And the gag that's on the back of this, right, the gag that's on the back is my tracking device, okay? It's my tracking device. You see what I've done there? You see that? Tracking, oh bollocks to you. So, I'll keep it nice and simple. I just got my walk out. Because it rhymes with cock, you're on board now, aren't you? Here we go. Well, it's a 1 for the money, it's 2 for the show. That's rock and roll. Come on, get on board, come on. So, is anyone here, right? Is anyone here old enough to remember who Roger Rabbit is? Does anyone, you remember who Roger Rabbit is? Yeah? Well, earlier on today, I framed him. Here we go, you like this. How old are you? I'm 25. How old are you? I'm 68. How old are you? I'm 119. That's the oldest trick in the book. I just got my Spock out. I just got my Spock out. I just got my rock out. I just got my gock out. I just got my lock out. I just got my fucking block out. I went for every fucking word that I could think of that rhymed with cock. So, I went to this party, right? I went to this party. They keep coming. I've been writing puns for 7 years. I've got loads of them. I went to the party, right, and there was these 2 Christmas puddings at a party, right, and one of them was covered in famous Grouse whiskey. So I chatted her up, but I wasn't her type. My mate said to me, Rog, pull the other one, it's got bells on. Okay, a bell post whiskey, okay. And my mate was at this, but this is for older people, you're probably too young for this one, but my mate was at this party as well, and he was dressed as a bank vault. I said, I thought you were coming as a Ronnie Corbett sitcom. He said, I thought I better be safe then, sorry. Speaking of the 2 Ronnies, he said, I think I've got the ghost of Ronnie Barker haunting my larder, because every night he comes round and opens up all the tins of porridge. I said, send him round to my house, he can open all hours. I hope I keep this one up right, here we go. Sherbet lemon! Oh, I love a bit of sweet harmony. So, I went to the doctor. I'm doing an hour of this at the Edinburgh Fringe. I went to the doctor. I'm not joking, there's an hour long fringe, just me doing this for a fucking hour. I went to the doctor, I said, Doctor, I've got a really bad taste in music. He said, I'm going to prescribe you an alternative rock CD. I said, placebo. He said, no, it's the cure. I like the fact you're on your music once, you're going to love this one. You'll like this. It's Christmas, this is my noddy holder. Noddy holder, okay, you like that, here we go. I like your jokes, Roger. That was a bird's eye view of the show there, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't like your jokes, I think they're shit.
And that was Captain Bird's Eye view of the show there. Ladies and gentlemen, no, 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 no. Have I got coppers behind me? I spent 45 minutes gluing these bastards on there. Come on, here we go. There we go. Keep it moving. Hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back in a jiffy. I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, if you like the movie references, let's try this one. There was a bit of a mix-up today on the set of the new James Bond film, but during a sex scene with Moneypenny, Bond was able to ejaculate right on cue. Speaking of ejaculations, right, I was having a wank the other day, right, that's not the joke, let me do it. I was having a wank the other day, right, and I was so busy fantasising about sight, sound, taste and smell, and then I came to my senses, now, I understand, right, to you shaking your head going, what the fuck, I understand, right, that these are cheesy gags, right? I am deliberately doing cheesy gags. Does anyone here like cheese to eat, I mean? Do you like cheese? Anyone? You like it? Yeah, great. Okay, another movie reference, here we go.
I'm going to run away from you. I'm going to run away from you.
That's The Great Escape. So, I tried taking up knitting quite recently. I took up knitting because they said it would help me relax and write better jokes. but I found it that boring. I fell asleep on my hand, and when I woke up, I had pins and needles. Come on. I've got this joke, right? I've got this joke about a helicopter with an infinite supply of fuel that levitates over Holland, but that never lands. And oh, you all voted for Brexit, don't know where the countries are? Okay, let's try this one then. How are you feeling? I'm feeling on top of the world. How are you feeling? I'm feeling okay, I guess. How are you feeling? I'm going to kill myself. Low self-esteem. You know, people often say to me, Roger, can you pun anything at all? I bet you can't pun deodorant. I said, sure can. And okay, let's try. This is a brand new gag. This is a brand new one. Here we go. Method. Oh, there's a method to my madness. Okay, bit of a slow burn in that one. I recently went to another concert. I went to another concert with Dracula, and we got separated yet again. The amount of time that's happened, I've lost count. And I tried my hand at ballroom dancing. I got down to the dance hall. There was a big sign up. It said, "Reserved tonight, seamen only." I thought, it's strictly cum dancing. Okay, right, strictly cum dancing. There we go. Now, come on, there we go. Observational comedy. You try and remember all this shit. Observational comedy for people who don't like puns. I see the knights are drawing in. And okay, let's try this one. I don't want to do it. It's not going to work. And look at that. He's quaking in his boots. Quaking in his boots there. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, here we go.
I just want to say I love you.
That's my blind spot. Okay, here we go. One. Fetch, boy. That's a golden retriever. And I went into a poundland in Yorkshire, right? I said to the guy in there, I'm looking for a gentleman who comes in about this time every day and buys juicy fruit. The cashier said, "He buy gum." I said, "Yes, he does." Now, where is he? Okay. Let's try another music one on you. Here we go. I've got a friend, he boarded a flight to Helsinki, never arrived, I know, he vanished into thin air. Right, so I've got to go from planes into trains. It's a little known fact that during World War II, Adolf Hitler tried dropping a train on Buckingham Palace, but that missed and hit the railway station. I always remember thinking, I bet the King's Cross. King's Cross, yeah. So this is I don't know how this one's going to go now. This is a song, right? This is a very quick little song I'm going to sing for you now. This song, wait for the punchline for this. This song is called Oral Sex with a Leper, right? Oral Sex with a Leper. Here we go. I want you to suck my dick so hard that it falls off. So, that goes one of two ways most times. So, I was the next gag. All the leper's bits for yeah, right. So, all right. I was playing a game of I remember my own gag. Here we go, back in. I was playing a game of Monopoly with Bob Marley. I said, "What piece do you want to play as, Bob?" He said, I said, I think you're fine. They replaced the iron with a cat in 2013. Yeah, pretty much. So I went into my local bag shop, about another 4 minutes, don't worry. I went into my local bag shop, there's a good one in the end, wait for it. I went into my local bag shop, I said to the guy there, "I want a suitcase, a ton of water." He pointed and said, "Well, in that case," and then I went next door, this good one's coming now, and then I went next door into the glue shop, that's where I was, and I said to the guy in there, "Yoo-hoo!" He said, "No, sir, I only sell Pritt sticks." So I bought some Pritt sticks, I made this with it. That's a glue gun. That's 15 minutes of my life, I'm never gonna fucking get back again. Solid screwdriver. Looking for any nerds in the room who might get that joke? You have to watch Doctor Who for that one. And this next one, right? This next one, if I can find the prop, this next one's called having far too much free time. Experiment. I need to get laid, don't I? And here we go. And that's wrong on more than one level. I can tell much better jokes than you, that's the spirit level. I'm level-headed, so my mother and father, right? My mother and father are not proud of me. It's not a joke, they're not. You're 35, move out the attic. My mother and father went on an over-60s cruise holiday. When they got on board, every other passenger was a vampire. I thought, fuck, it's the Twilight Saga. I went on the internet, I ordered some Tipp-Ex. They sent me the wrong size, big mistake. And this next gag, right, this next gag will offend people. It will offend people. I swear to God. Fuck off! Right, okay, never mind, you didn't like that one, okay? Any religious eye? Okay, never mind. It's got from the Sistine Chapel, never mind. Right, here we go, next one, here we go. See that there, right? See that? That's an ass, right? It's an asshole! We're back on now. Ah! Sorry, that was too close for comfort. Okay, this is a bag of sweets, right? A bag of sweets. I've stuck a penis on. That's slung on so many levels. Come up and see me, make me smile. Oh, that's Cockney Revel. And just before I wrap up, right? I need to have a quick drink. You know, damn, my coat's gone flat. Is it just me, right? Is it just me? Oh, that's it, I forgot this one. It's queued up. Here we go, I forgot this one. Everyone's always going on about the weather, all the time. Everyone's always talking about the weather, but it's nice to see the sun's come out.
I'm gay.
Is it just me, right? I've done that one. Is it just me? Or does that road sign look like some guy's wanking off a Dalek? Ejaculate. That's the Dalek when he's spent, ladies and gentlemen. For that bloke who's just been sat there going like, what the fuck are you doing? I am telling terrible jokes. It's ironic, right? Anyway, for you though, right, I'm going to leave you on my last couple of jokes. Genuinely now, I have to almost it now, but I'm not joking by the way. I genuinely am going to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and doing a fucking hour of this shit. It's clearly advertised. It's a bloke telling puns for an hour. If they turn up and don't like it, it's their problem. Right, so I'm going to leave you on this one. Before I go, oh, how did that one get in there? I'm going to leave you on this one. This is one of my absolute favourite jokes. So here we go, Wait for it. Dead ant. I don't do topical stuff. It's not my fault it went topical all of a sudden, is it? Actually, you know what? I'm going to screw this. Let's see how far I can push it, right? I wrote a joke 7 years ago that was sick, and then something happened in the fucking news that made it literally disgusting. Do you want to hear it? Right. Bear in mind, I wrote this 7 years ago. Bear that in mind. I've wrapped this in cotton wool before I tell you it, right? Bear this in mind. Tonight on MTV2, it's Professor Stephen Hawking's Unplugged. And then the bastard goes and dies and fucks it up for me. I'm going to leave on this one actually. No, really, by the way, for those of you who just lost the will to live for the last hour, it's time for the finish. There it is there. I'm going to leave you on this one now, actually. I will leave you on my final one. Genuinely, seriously, this is the absolute last joke. You also to know 90s music quite well. Does anyone remember a pop song?